Good morning or good evening YouTube, I'm back here with another video, and today is a PvE video. We're gonna look at Broken Lands, which is some of the endgame content that you can do with your guild, together with your guild, and there are two difficulties actually that you and your guild can choose between. There are the easy one and then the hard mode. Now, the hard mode used to be very hard, but now we've actually got so many meta heroes and stuff like that in the game that I believe every guild, except if you are completely early and new game obviously, should go for the hard mode. There are not really a lot of difference in it, and the rewards is just a tad bit better, I think, for the hard mode compared to the easy mode. Okay, so overall this content is well, it's not the most exciting content in the world here, but it is going to get a change very soon, where the developers have said that they will be like redoing it a bit, and there will be more of a focus on guild activity, like guild members taking the towers and stuff like that. Will give you some guild coins for some of the new guild system that is gonna come with the new guild store and stuff like that. You can read all about it in the developer feedback on the official Discord, okay? But that is for the future. Right now, what I want to talk about is actually what you should do. Now, I've been to work all day, so when I come home, my guild is very nice, and they've already taken all of the towers, which of course someone has to, well, sacrifice some of their units in the beginning, right? And taking some of these small towers here so that we unlock the ultimate will. And for Bushido, the guild that I am in, which is a top 3 guild here in the game, we unlock it on the first day, obviously, and we can start gaining some ultimate will boss damage in. But what I want to show you is actually what you should be doing with your blessings here on the first day, and how you can take the towers. I'm going to show you a bit of how I'm going to take the towers here. We can do it together. Okay, so the first thing is you're going to click the My Blessing button here. What I like to do is just make sure that everyone here is level 10 or 11 for the first buff here. Okay, so I've obviously gone and used my crystals now, but what I tend to do is just click this one here and upgrade 10 levels on all of the colors. Once I've done that, then I just go all in on the red one. And the reason for this is because a lot of the heroes that are capable of soloing stuff here are red mark. We also have green and force mark, they're pretty strong as well. Blue mark not so strong for solo stuff, but I'm going to show you now how to take the level 10 towers. Okay, so we click the where's the button here, we click the guild fortress list here, and we go to level 10 tower. Now you are only interested in getting the most points here per hour, so you will be taking the level 10 and level 9. There are 5 of each tower, so you can take 10 towers in total. Okay, so we're gonna work from the like top and down, and then do that, right? So for the first one here, you can see that we are gonna get a bonus here if we use some sunset heroes. So we're gonna put in a few sunset heroes here, maybe if you can find someone that is exclusive 5, that is the best to do, right? I have 3 heroes here that are exclusive 5. Now it's not so important which heroes you put in, as long as you don't use the heroes that you are gonna use for solo stuff. So I'm just going to put these 3 heroes in here because I'm not going to use them to take any towers. And what I'm going to do then is actually, you can pick any pet. Now if you don't have a pet, obviously just use this pet here if you have that. If you don't have that one, then use the poison pet, that can also be good. Okay, for my case, because I've spent some money, I have most of the pets here. So I'll just be putting in the griffin pet or something like that. Actually, you know what, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to use a pet actually. I'm going to show you that obviously my stats are pretty crazy, but the heroes that we have nowadays, they can pretty much just solo these level 10 towers. Okay, it's not content anymore that is an issue. Okay, so for example, here on the first tower, I'm going to show you that I can use my answer here maybe to kind of solo a tower together with Hanya, perhaps. Maybe this can do. Let's see if this works. This works. Okay, maybe I didn't even need to put Hanya in, but I did it anyways. So you can see he just soloed like a tower here, and he's not even a limited hero, right? He's just a regular hero. Obviously we have an Apsara there, but the rest of them are pretty much just fodder, right? Let's just quickly go and look at which key heroes we're gonna use here. So Holy Light, another Sunset, and Dragon, and then this one here. So it's gonna be fine, okay? So for the Holy Light, we're gonna put in some Holy Light heroes here. It doesn't really matter which ones you put in. I'm just gonna go with these guys here. Actually, just to to make it a bit easier for myself, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put in a Nordic here, right? Because he can shield me. So just in case that I need it, then he can do it, okay? Now, Moringjing, if you have Moringjing, he can also solo a level 10 tower. As you can see here, he's also strong enough to do that. And he's a red mark. As I said, red mark has a lot of good solo heroes. For the next one, also Sunset here. And now I'm running out of Sunset heroes, it looks like. Let's see if we have any. Yeah, now we don't have any exclusive 5 Sunset heroes. We have these epic ones, but they don't really give a lot of points, only 70 points per thing here. We can do this one here. I don't know, let's just do that. You can see here I put 3 crap heroes in, it doesn't really matter. And then we can use Giselle here to just solo this tower here. Even though she's not a red mark, she's still one of the best heroes in the game to solo stuff, so we can easily just put her in. So you have Giselle, you can use her, okay? And then we're gonna move on to the next tower here. We just put in our heroes here. Doesn't really matter which hero. Obviously, you want to try, as I said, try and get exclusive 5 heroes in if you can. But it's not a, like, you don't have to, okay? So for this one here, we can put maybe Marie in. I think she can solo some tower also. She can also solo a level 10 tower. So as you can see, it's not really a problem anymore. It's not hard content anymore, as you can see here. So that's just what I want to show. If you take anything from this video here, it's just to show you that these heroes here, they are capable of soloing this stuff here, right? So for example, here we can use Boreas, I think, to solo this. You can also solo this. Obviously, most of these heroes that I'm showcasing at the moment are limited heroes, right? But that's because that's what I have on my account. Obviously, if you have to use maybe 2 heroes, then you can do that. But as you saw here, I took all 5 towers just with a single hero on each of them. And now on the next one here, we just go and do whatever, right? Now here, obviously, I could have used my, what's it called? Boreas would have been nice to use here, right? Well, we can still use heroes like this here. And obviously 9 is a bit easier than 10. So I think maybe here we can use, let's see if Kane can solo something. Okay, Kane cannot solo stuff, right? But maybe you have someone else like Erato. Okay, she cannot solo either. Felicia, so it's just like testing who can solo it, right? So now I know we need some red heroes for this one here. So I'm gonna use my Penny and my Kadrian, and I think those 2 guys maybe can do it. Okay, they can't do it. So I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna put in this pet here, and I'm gonna put a Kane in, and then I'm gonna win, I think. No. Okay, so 9 apparently is harder than 10 at the moment, for me at least. Maybe it's because I ran out of good heroes here. Let's see. Okay, we'll have to figure something out. Maybe these 3 guys are actually too weak here. So let's try and change these 3 guys here. Let's see, do we have anything else for the Forgotten Faction? You know what? I think they should be strong enough, right? It's kind of weird here. Let's see, who do we have here that are good hero to solo stuff, right? Okay, so we can put in maybe, you know what, let's put these 2 in here. Now we have enough, I think, to solo it, right? Okay, so now we kind of overkilled it, but you can see Talise actually pretty strong. Maybe she could actually have killed the tower by herself. I don't really know, but yeah, and this is just how you do it. You just go and do this stuff here, right? Now this guy here, why he's not a, why does he give the same here? He's not a sword harbor, is he? And then you just keep going here, like with these pets here and stuff like that. But as you can see, it's quite easy to just solo this stuff, right? So that is what you're gonna do for the broken lands here. And I'm gonna do these towers here, and then I'll show you the boss. Okay, so basically we claimed all 10 towers here, and we get all of these stuff here. Now obviously you want to take the towers as early as possible in the morning. I'm doing this late at evening because that's when I had the time to do it. So, but obviously try and help your guild as much as possible. Don't just wait for towers 9 and 10. Actually go and help your guild and do the low level towers also to open that up for your guild, okay? But now we have the garrisons here. It says 9 here, so I think I might have missed one. 1 second. Okay, I'm back here. I missed the tower, now I took it. Now we have 10 towers. Now you're gonna go into the battle here with the boss. And what you wanna use here is some kind of direct damage team. Or if you have a cane team, that will work as well. Now, if you are not like, if you don't want to spend too much time figure out a team, you can click the ranking instructions down here, go to individual rankings, and then go and copy paste the team of some of these guys here. But do be aware that they have like special pets, and they also have special arcane gems and echoes and stuff like that. So it might not work one-to-one for you. But I'm gonna give you some tips about the boss, like what is why he is so strong, okay? And you can see here that people are using a kind of a very fast team here with some speed stuff going in here. But you also have this traditional team here. It's also doing fine, right? It depends for you what you want to do. I'm gonna tell you the tips and tricks here about the boss here. And there is a tip here. The first tip is that the boss can actually be slowed by speed debuff. So if you are early game or struggling to get a lot of attacks in on this boss here, you can actually apply a speed debuff to him. He is not immune. Most of the bosses in this game here are immune to speed debuff, but this guy, he is not immune to it. So if you apply a speed debuff to him, then that means you're already 40% faster than him most of the time, right? Now, if you have a speed buff yourself or turn meter, that means now the gap is like 80% speed, okay? So you don't need to have too much speed on your gear. And this is actually a trick that some of the high level players are using. They remove some of the speed from their gear because they can speed debuff the boss and also keep a speed buff on themselves. I'm going to show you here with this team that I have on the screen here. It's just my old team before I fiddle too much with it. And you can see here that if you look at the right corner, the boss only takes 14 turns and he can take 20 turns. But as you can see, I'm hitting the 300 out of 300 turn limit before the boss actually gets his 20 turns, right? This means that my team is too fast, okay? I'm taking too many turns. I want to get as close to 20 boss turns together with 300 of my turns as possible. So if you really want to use a lot of time on this, you need to min-max it, okay? You need to go back, find your characters, and then remove some gear until you find some kind of stable level between getting as close to 20 boss turns as possible, but also getting as close to 300 turns yourself. Now, I must admit I'm a bit too lazy for that. I don't want to go around and switching my gear and stuff like that, because I don't think the rewards are too great in this event here or in this content, so it's not really worth the time or the effort for me personally. But if you are someone that likes to do these things here, that is what you are going to need to do, okay? I'm just giving you the tips here and the tips and tricks for it. Personally, I don't really care too much about it, so I'm not gonna do that. But as I said, if you want to do it, you can do it, okay? Maybe we should try and copy paste that other team that the other dude he did to see if we can get a better result. But again, as I said, you want to speed tune it, right? Your Lydia, Apsara, Nikki, they need to be slower than Kane, and you want to like speed tune stuff here. There's no speed debuff, I think, on this team here, but you have the speed buff, stuff like that. If you really want to min-max it, you can do it, okay? But for me, it's not really a thing, okay? So I'm just going to go in here. I'm just going to click my button here, and then I'm going to be happy with my result for the day because I get the Echo Rune, and that is all I want. I want the Echo Rune, and that's it. I don't really care about any of the other stuff, okay? I think there is a guild ranking here, but it's not for the personal damage. It's for the blessing thing here. So the most important thing is actually just taking the towers very early. That will help your guild more, and you can get more of these rewards here, right? So, but for the individual rankings here, you can see, okay, you're gonna get some echo stuff and these hourglasses here, but I mean, for me, it's just not worth it for me personally. Okay, I don't really care too much about it. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, so but that is what you're gonna do, guys. Thank you for watching this video here, and let's see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.